I can't right now. It's too hot. But it started to blow everything, and I duck. I'd already hit my head today on the roof up the Sunday market. It's a retractable ramp. I stuck the umbrella up there, hoping that the wind would catch the umbrella and take away from the roof, you know. Come out there, what is that? And I look over there and all I see is dark, and I see the roof over there going kink, kink, kink. And I needed better leverage, so I went to step on the stump, right? Is that an ant? No. I went to step on the stump, and sure enough, the whole stump gave way and I wound up in the water. There's a bunch of catfish in there. What is that? The wind didn't blow the tree over. I better go look at that. So my wife bought this trash can. You know, kind of where you step on it and the lid opens. And then she customized the old DIY. Hey, how's it going, man? Craig here on the Tat Farm, where I've already, you know, pretty much sweated a gallon of sweat. I did set up the second level scaffolding. Got up there, I did weld my end cap so the roller doesn't go off, and even though I screwed those in on the framing, I also spot welded half a dozen or so, make that all strong and everything. Now I'm gonna get a drink here in my little knockdown. Oh my God. Before I go out now, try and do some bridge work. I was gonna put up my green sheets, but I'm doing a little bit of a rethink on when and stuff, because now I realize that I want to paint that all. I got to paint all that metal before I put those sheets up. And I went to Global and I went to Taiwatsudu to look for the connector that goes between the two sheets that they can slide them into, right? And then you screw the connector to the metal. And they got a huge assembly that's like, you know, whatever, not what I need, and it's aluminum, and I really don't want that. I want just that flat, almost like a door jamb on the bottom, right? It's just a flat piece of UPVC, and it slides in one side, slides in the other, and I can screw right through that. But seems to be only available on the Zada or Shopee. And I don't even know if I have a metal drill bit over here. I think I do. I laid the new extension cord that I made, and it reaches fine. Looks like it's probably gonna have enough of a distance. I only need to get to those two, you know, 4, but anyway, I just need to go as far out as those 2 posts, because oh my god, what I'm gonna do is, this stuff's just sitting there right now, so I'll get out there in the water and, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll actually drill from the outside in so I can leave this metal there, and then maybe even as I do that, I'll hit the metal. I should start on that end there. I'll drill from the outside in, I'll hit the metal with my drill bit so it marks it, and then I'll try to release it and see if I can't use my steel drill bit to drill through the metal, galvanized. Hopefully it does, otherwise I gotta go buy one. I don't think those metal drill bits, they don't work very good, man. Unless you're on a drill press, and it's like, you know, carves right through it. But yeah, I wish I had one that just cut like butter, but I haven't ran into one yet, and I've been doing this for 3 years now, and I've yet to find a metal drill bit that's worth a damn. Maybe one, you know, the first cut or something when it's brand new. But anyway, so yeah, but what I figured I'd do, because that handheld drill ain't gonna cut it, so I got my drill and I brought a bag of zip ties. So I'm gonna put the extension cord, you know, in the boat, but I'm gonna run it right here. I'm gonna zip tie it, and I'm gonna run it out there. I'm gonna zip tie it, and, you know, basically get it to where I need to go by zip tying it to the bar so it doesn't fall in the water, and then just leave the plug over here. I should be all right standing in the water. I'm not gonna get wet, or I'm not gonna get the plug wet. Should be all right. All right. Shouldn't get electrocuted. But I gotta get these bolted. I want to drill the end, because I brought actually this pipe. I should do that up here. This one I gotta drill through there, because that's gonna be the underlying T. And now that I'm reminded, I'm gonna have to, when I put that T up there, no, that's right, it's gonna be on the outside. I don't know. I had these metal L bars that I was going to bolt into the wood and support this T, but the T is not going to touch the wood. Anyway, we'll have to see how it does, see how it goes. I might have to make another one or something. All right, man. Well, hey, let's get to it, Craig. Put out some more sweat after I drink my Cola. All right, man. Back at you. Cop. I can't. I can't right now. It's too hot. I crossed a couple of them, but like that, but it must be one or two. I shouldn't have. So I'm gonna wait. Maybe 6 o'clock or something. Alrighty. Still my thing here on the Thai farm. Trying to kill myself before I kill others. Alright, back at you. Well, I just came out to, start to get going. And of course, whoa. I knew the wind was picking up, but it started to blow everything, and I heard, well, I was just upstairs and I heard bam, 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 and I thought, oh my God, what happened? If I hear that, that's my roof stuff, over there or here. And of course I ran out here, and the wind is raining mangoes, so you got to duck. And I already hit my head today on the roof up here. I was worried about my stuff. It's still blowing, but I got it kind of cinched up against by the ladder and this. But man, this section of the roof is not finished, right? So it's not really it's screwed in on this pole here, but it's still got a nice big old hangover. And it was just peeling back on bam, 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 and the other side too, bam, 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 and it was getting ready to rip it right off of there for sure. And so I just used a piece of wood to wedge that, holding it down. Even had to bend it a little bit. And that side I just tied off the corner. But man, you can see that, look at that. That does not look good. And I know my friend just told me it's supposed to be a series of storms. And oh man, it's actually nice. It's a little slower now, but that was just kicking my butt. I grabbed my umbrella and I stuck the umbrella up there, hoping that the wind would catch the umbrella and take away from the roof, so the roof wouldn't get it. But that really didn't seem to help much. The roof was still just going bam, 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 and really peeling away. I can already see it separated right there. So I'm gonna have to get back and secure this roof again. I don't even know what that is. That looks like a bend or crease. It's like I see light through there. That must have cracked open or something. Dang, man. This side's all right, but it was pushing the the first piece, and then because the first piece lifts up, the second piece starts to catch air, bend out. I'm lucky, man. Lucky I got over here in time to wrestle it. I had to actually I didn't have a string. I grabbed my apron strings, and I tied the apron down tighter over here because it was also booming over there, even though I got them already tied. And I tied it over there too, and it was still taking the metal. This one's not actually tied that good, but it's hooked up, like, you know, it's like a knife, so it's kind of stuck in that plastic rope. But man, I guess that means I won't be going out there finishing the rest of that bridgeway. That's thunder. So it's gonna be coming. And it's gonna be coming pretty hard. I think it's coming this way. The wind's blowing this way, but I don't know. Whoa, that's the lightning. We haven't gotten the rain. It's still kind of bright on this side a little bit, but oh, maybe we'll be lucky. We'll miss some of the rain. That'd be nice. Oh man, though, I was like laying down, I was sleeping, and I just woke up kind of, you know, from exhausted. And it was like 2 o'clock before I stopped that stuff. It's after 5 now, and I took down my 2 pieces of glass art. They were just swinging right here. They were going, and I was, oh, no, don't break. I came out probably just in time. But yeah, it's blowing, man. We've had wind before, but I'm not sure how hard we've had. You can see the flag's in full tilt. The awning's holding up because the wind's coming from this way. The roof's holding up. Sometimes you get lifting on the tiles, especially in the corners and stuff. You'll get lifting, and that might snap a tile off of there. I've had to replace 2 of them on this side. I saw lightning over there, but it looks like it's all over there. Maybe we're gonna miss it, huh?
Stay away from the
yeah.
Because lightning is light.
Yeah, we already had lightning strikes. It's a little side, but I got this at the Sunday market. It's a retractable ramp. It's from Japan Railway. It actually is one of 2. I got it at the little Sunday market Japanese kiosk or whatever. 250 baht. Definitely costs a lot more than that. But and it's actually fairly looks like brand new. That's just dirt from me and testing stuff. But anyway, it extends a perfect distance. Scooter up there. So now I got a little ramp for the motorcycle. And it's a tough ramp. It's actually meant to go like from the train car down to the platform, and there's 2 of them, and then they push the wheelchair people up on them, and they keep them separate because, you know, some wheelchairs are skinny or whatever, and some are wider or whatever, so they just put it whatever and carts or whatever. But online it's called a wheelchair ramp. It's East Eye, like you know, East Railway Company or whatever. East Eye Railway. Pretty cool. Oh, man. It's just as well, you know, I probably shouldn't try to do everything in one day. Not so much one day, but you know, when I overexert, I should have stopped at like 11 in the morning, so I got out there kind of early. So I should have stopped because I was running pretty close to heat exhaustion. But by the time I got done, you know, turned the camera off, whatever, went inside, the aircon was on, but I still turned the fan on to blow the cold air straight at me and just kind of get it cooled down as quick as I could, and drink. And then I literally just kind of shook into sleep. And then I woke up, ate something, And I was like, you know, I feel okay. It sounds like there's a little bit of a breeze outside. I could probably go out there and finish up the bridge and stuff. And then just while I was thinking about that, I heard the bam bam. So I come out there, what is that? And I look over there and all I see is dark, and I see the roof over there going kink, kink, kink. I'm like, oh shit. And the cats, you know, the two cats, well, they love the wind, man. They're kind of freaked out about it, but at the same time, it blows everything, moves everything around, and so they're all tracking it, you know. I'm starting to feel the rain right now. It's gonna be raining. All right, man, well, hey, I'll probably cool this video off until tomorrow. Whoa, lightning. And then I can maybe get that bridge finished up, figure out a solution for not only holding that roof down. I think I'm gonna have to weld. I'm gonna have to get more metal and weld metal right at the end where the tin meets it, so I can bolt the tin to the actual edge. Whew. Anyway, all right, man, more later. Well, yes, right here I am back the next day, and I finished. I have ants like all over me right now. I can feel them biting my scalp, the back of my neck, and wrists, and you can't see them. It's either that or they already bit and they left, and you know, I'm dealing with it. Mostly because well, first here, check it out. So the bridge to Terabithia here, I got that all welded in place. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's get a shot, Craig. The bridge! And only the brave walk on those planks to get out there. But anyway, that's I consider that a phase that's done. But I took the boat out of there because the boat, you know, kind of docks in that other pond over there. My wife goes out in there. And so here, this big old tree stump, man. So it was right here. And when I was pulling the boat up, I figured I'd, you know, pull it by the rope. And then I needed better leverage, so I went to step on the stump, right? Is that an ant? No. I went to step on the stump, and sure enough, the whole stump gave way and I wound up in the water. And then the stump was covered. Well, it brought up all the ants and it was all on my back and everywhere. I was like, God, but yeah, man. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with the, you know, with the surface. The nice thick shear board planks that are for that flooring, kind of, you know, in order to cover that, it's closer to 7,500 baht or 7,250 or something like that for the nice HD kind, the one that lasts in the weather and stuff. I don't want to spend, you know, 7,500 baht on covering for that. I gotta have a different solution. I could take up my planks from when I made that deck over there, you know, the walkway. They were here and it was like broken, so I took them all apart and I put them over there. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. The distance, the opening space between each one of those rungs is a foot. So I gotta, or it's a little more than a foot. So then I can, you know, I suppose I could go out and see if I couldn't find my wood guy out here, my secondhand wood guy, with some foot long or 1 meter long, foot wide planks. I get some drink here, man. Oh my gosh. Well, there's only beers and water. Didn't I have a drink in here, man? Meh. Meh. shoot. I still have to drink water. I could drink beer, but it's still early and I don't want to quit yet. Yeah, man, that wind yesterday, whoo! It's blowing down the what do you call that? The bamboo as well. Just I forgot to look at it yesterday because I was so worried about the about the pond house roof that I didn't go out there and look at the what do you call it? Bamboo. Fish have already been fed, but maybe they'll get the message. Somebody will tell them, hey man, guy's throwing food out of sequence. Look at that big old catfish right there. Catfish, man. Catfish no hour. There we go. Come on, boys. You know it's dinner time, or what's that word? Brunch now. So if you want some of that extra, you better come get it. There's a bunch of them catfish in there. Yeah, speaking of catfish, you heard me. You heard me say cat. Catfish aren't that big, but they're big enough to eat. My wife catches them. Let me turn this. My wife catches them and cooks them. But they're not as big as, the ones we were pulling out of the pond over there. Oh, they're both here. What are you guys doing, you think? Yeah? He's looking. What is that? He's thinking, can you catch one for me, Dad? Can you do that for me? It's like, nah, bro. Oh, that's right though. I think I am ready to cut them bananas finally. It's got to be. Hopefully the wind didn't blow the tree over. I better go look at that. So my wife bought this trash can. The kind where you step on it and the lid opens. And then she customized the old DIY. So she's gonna hang the catfish in there while she barbecues. So it's like a little smoker. She made herself a little smoker out of a stainless steel trash can that she got at the Sunday market. It had wheels on it, but she had them cut off. What's up, bro? Now they're both over there. Cats. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. So where's my machete? I gotta get machete. And I think they gotta be ready, them bananas, man. I usually stick my machete into a tree, and my wife sees that and then she goes and takes it out of there. Ouch. But here's another one. Yeesh. Oh, here comes some friends, and I think I gotta put my clothes on and walk around in my underwear. You can't see it, but boxers. All right, let me get back at you.